Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about transportation in Cambodia. I'll briefly go over the process of purchasing a motorcycle or scooter, also known as a moto here in Cambodia, and the requirements. So yeah, right now I'm on my moto. I'll give you guys a little cruise around town in my moto, and then I'll talk about the process of purchasing a moto. I got my camera hooked onto the moto. Let's see, it's pretty stable. I also have a microphone attached, so I'll just do a little commentating while I drive around. I purchased the moto about a year and a half ago. And after purchasing the moto, I actually left it parked inside my condo's garage for about 4 months because I was not comfortable driving it at all. There's not really any stop signs, or people don't really abide by the rules. It's more of like a natural flow, which is actually pretty impressive. So a lot of times when you're driving, it's based on your instincts and your own judgment, whether you should go and pretty much follow the flow of the traffic. And right now, I'm very comfortable. I've actually been riding moto pretty much on a daily basis. I'm at the gas station right now, so I just told him fill up the tank all the way. Okay. 360 to fill up the tank. Alright, so let's talk about transportation in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. So there's many different options, and I'm gonna have a few recommendations based on your circumstances. So if you're planning to just visit, I would recommend just taking a tuk-tuk around. So you can use a app. It's called Pass app or Grab. There's actually several different types of apps, but I mainly use Pass app because Phnom Penh is actually not that big. I would say you can get around on average probably like $2. That'll get me within probably like a 1 to 2 kilometer. Took the tuk-tuk from the center of Phnom Penh Central Market all the way to the airport. That cost me less than $5. So, and that's pretty far. So I don't think you should spend anything more than $5. So yeah, booking tuk tuk through a Pass app is probably the cheapest way to travel. I walked up to a tuk tuk before and tried to negotiate. It's actually very difficult to negotiate because they expect a much higher price than the app. The app is very straightforward. The app will charge you based on the distance, and like I said, usually it's between $1 to $2 for anywhere between 1 to 2 kilometers. So yeah, it's fairly cheap and reliable. There's plenty of tuk tuk drivers on the app, so I think that's the best method if you're just visiting. Now, if you're planning to live here short term or even long term, I would suggest you purchase a moto, which is actually very easy to do. So I lived here for about 8 months, and then I decided, okay, it's time to just purchase a moto. Did the calculations. It will save me a couple $100 a year. So if I was to stay here, a couple years, I think it'll pay off. So yeah, I went that route and bought a moto. So if you're planning to live here, I would highly recommend purchasing a moto. Okay, so it's fairly easy to purchase your own moto here in Cambodia. All they ask for is a passport. The reason why I purchased my specific moto is that there's a law here in Cambodia. If your moto is 125cc or smaller, you do not need a driver's license. So that's the reason why I purchased this Honda Click specifically, so that I can avoid having to get a driver's license. And as far as the pricing, you can You can get a used moto easily for anywhere from $1,200 to $2,000. Had a friend help me test drive it. Everything worked out perfectly, so I went for it. I spent $1,850 for this moto. I could have spent another maybe like $300 to $400 and got a brand new one, but I really didn't see the need to. Like I said, after test driving it, and at that time, the physical appearance and everything, it looks brand new. So yeah, so I went for that. So I highly recommend it. So far, I haven't had any issues at all. I got maintenance done about every 2 to 3 months, which is a basic oil change. And an oil change here cost me $7.50 at the Honda dealership. Let me see what else. Oh, I actually changed the battery once. So changing the moto battery cost me $20 US. Here, I'll give you guys a look at my moto. Yeah, it's kind of dirty right now. Little scratches here and there. I usually wash my moto maybe once every couple months. Also, it's been rainy season, so I don't really wash it much. And it's always parked in the garage. I highly recommend you guys, if you're moving here, to look into getting a moto. It's fairly cheap. Gas runs me about, like I just showed you guys, around anywhere from $2.50 to $3.50. I fill it up about every 2 weeks. I don't really drive around much. So I don't really drive much, just from home to work, and sometimes for leisure, just to get some fresh air. Okay, so another option, if you're planning to live here, you can always purchase a car. And I'm sure a lot of people have heard about it. The vehicles here are pretty expensive. The reason why is the taxation. The import tax for a car from America can run anywhere from 75% up to 135% tax. So if you're looking at, let's say, give you an example, like a Prius, a used Prius that's 2018 in America, you can purchase one for probably 7, 8 grand, I believe. I don't know about today's market. This is from what I recall. And if you were to purchase that in Cambodia, you're probably going to double that price. So you're looking at 15, 16,000. And another thing is, a lot of the cars that are imported into Cambodia are actually cars that has been salvaged. So a lot of car dealerships actually bring in cars from America that's been salvaged. They'll restore the whole vehicle, bring it over here, but I believe they just get a brand new title for it, registration and whatnot for Cambodia. So there's no telling, how badly damaged the vehicle. From what I've seen, there's been cars that's completely totaled in America, and they'll just ship it here as if it's a car for parts, and they'll restore the whole vehicle and just flip it around. But anyways, yeah, the import tax is so high that the cars there are quite expensive. But I mean, go for it if you're more comfortable driving a car. You can actually find an older Prius for around $10,000. There's plenty of older vehicles, and if you want to buy a brand new car, for example, like a Lexus is very popular here. I guess it's more like a status symbol, and also, Lexus is very reputable. It's known to be very reliable and luxury. So you can get a Lexus 200 NT, like a 2020, for like, I believe 40 to 50 grand here. Let me see what else. So yeah, that should cover the transportation here in Cambodia. If you guys have any questions, like usual, leave it in the comments. I'll try to answer it. And thanks for watching. All right, see you guys.